we're gonna unbox this DeWALT 22-inch 20-volt Max Hedge Trimmer and do a couple of things with you here. What we got you. Actually want to accomplish 5 things in this video. One, we're gonna unbox it, take it out, show you how it works, tell you a little bit of our first impressions on it, do a little spec review, put it to work and let you see how it operates. And we're also going to, my brother-in-law and I, we were taking a look at this yesterday. We're like, you know, as we open this and actually unbox it, wouldn't it be cool if we served people and gave them a way to create a business with their home tools, or to create a business with their contractor tools. And then also at the end, for those of you that watch the video all the way, we're going to share a little business formula with you that can help you win in any market. But without further ado, let's dive in. This is the DeWALT 20-volt Max Lithium-Ion. This is the tool only. I already had plenty of batteries around, so we got the tool only. Funny thing about this is I have a confession to make. I've been thinking about getting one of these for the better part of a year because the hedges are just growing and I haven't gotten to it. I've been busy, been doing some things, and then, you know, I thought, man, I just need to do it. So I hopped online, did some research. I want to give a huge shout out to the Home Depot. They made that process so easy. I placed the order and the next day it was there at the store and ready to be picked up, and it was a ton of fun. This tool, I live in Canada, so with tax and everything, it came to just shy of $200 for the tool only. And incredible deal and amazing customer service there at Home Depot. So big shout out to them, and thanks to DeWALT for building excellent tools that are powered by that 20-volt system, which we absolutely love here in our household. We use that a bit in our commercial ventures too, and it's a good thing. So first thing I want to know, yep, they've got inside, you got a nice owner's manual. This is the DCHT820 DeWALT Hedge Trimmer. It is 22-inch and it's wonderful. I got all this lovely cardboard that maybe we'll save that, maybe we won't. We've got this tool. Oh, hey, that's almost as light as the box, man. That's pretty good. That's light. Beautiful tool. I love that factory oiled look, that factory oiled edge. That is just beautiful. The handle, that's girthy, hey? It's got a nice grip to it, and it feels like my hands just want to go right to the right spots. That's a beautiful thing. Confession to make, there was a little strap right here that held the trigger, and I've removed that already. So that is gone, but that was a safety thing on from the factory. Let's go ahead and clip the battery in. This takes any of your 20-volt battery systems or adapters to the 20-volt, and it's good to go that way. I've got the 5 amp-hour battery attached here, and love that for the drill systems as well. On the trigger, a couple things to note. There's a little forward pushing spring-loaded clip as a safety measure before you can actually engage it. So you're probably very familiar with that system and ready to go. The thing that I love about this is how many teeth it's got. Like 22 inches of goodness. Goodness gracious, that's a wonderful set of teeth right there. Let's actually take a measuring tape to that and show you exactly how girthy those are. So the teeth from center to center are 1 inch wide in between. Now, of course, as you can see here, that's on the outer edge, and there is some taper in between. So I don't know if you can see this, but we've got this little middle piece that's stationary, and then you've got yeah, well, nothing's really stationary on that puppy. They're both moving, and they're moving fast. But from center to center, or from edge to edge, we measure, and that is 1 inch per tooth. And that's good. Now that's the outer part, and of course this has the claim that it'll slice right through 3/4 inch extensions from a hedge with no problem. And so of course the teeth, as you can see, they kind of taper in a little bit, and as you get going, it just slices them like butter. That's our hope. Now that's of course here with the tool itself, it's got nice good handles that fit the hand really well. It feels like it was designed just to be held. It's light, it's got a multi-position handle, one on that side, one on that side, so whether you're coming at the hedge at any angle, you've got the right hand grip there to really make that happen. Feels like it moves easy in the wrist, and it's a wonderful, wonderful tool. Got a nice guard there to protect the hands. Of course, when you're using these, you do want to wear some safety equipment, because things are going to go flying. That's the hope anyway. That's going to be our next part. We're going to actually migrate out to the bush, the hedge that needs some trimming, and trim it up for you and show you what it works, how it works, and do that. But overall, quality tool. I can't see any defects or flaws with it. It is well built, just like DeWALT is known for. And it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of machinery. No dust on it yet. Time to change that, hey? Time to change that and get it working. Hey, we're outside. We're gonna put this thing to use. You can tell that I've got some just small ones. They're gonna be pretty fragile. They're easy to break right to the touch. So let's just hit this thing and see how it does. First voyage with this DeWALT 22-inch hedge trimmer. Here we go. Is there a bush there? Because I didn't even feel it other than my hands moving. This thing's amazing. Let's come up here on this thicker stuff. Look at it just slice through those things like they don't even exist. This is amazing. What an amazing tool. Okay. Oh, that one didn't cut because I had it on the wrong side there. Oh, get it in there and it just slices it, hey? Amazing, great tool. Part of me wonders why I didn't get one of these years ago, and part of me wonders why doesn't everybody have one of these? And that's fast work of a single bush, hey? I love it, I love it. All right, let's continue. You can of course see that I've put this off for a very long time. We've got a lot of dead stuff that should have been trimmed a year ago, and I just haven't gotten around to it because I'm too busy marketing. I love that kind of stuff for the various companies we do, but yeah, it's fun. That is it has not stopped at any of the branches, any of the thickness. As long as it gets between those teeth instead of resting on the tip, it goes right through them. Amazing tool, tons of power, and certainly it hasn't complained about any part of this process. So hats hats off to you, DeWALT, for building a great tool, very user-friendly, very easy to use, very powerful. I don't think it even slowed down during the thickest branches. Love it so far. So I'm going to continue trimming. We're going to check in here in a minute. I should have brought a measuring tape out just to show you. I mean, that's the size of my glove there, almost, and it just sliced through that like it didn't even know it was there. Excellent work, excellent build.
Maybe stick it into the teeth to kind of show.
Excellent. Yeah, that's a 3/4 inch, just like it claims. It'll do it. It'll do it. That's kind of fun, hey? I kind of like this.
I thought you were making a mermaid out of that hedge.
Yeah. This isn't a mermaid style hedge. This is more like a really old hedge that doesn't get the kind of quality it deserves until maybe now. But, you know, it's funny. Last night when I brought this tool home and we were kind of sitting there, Oakland, the guy taking the film here, flip it around and show yourself. We're chatting and I said, you know, well, he brought up the fact that, you know, if a person knew how to market, they could buy any tool they wanted and turn it back into cash within days. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure in 2 days we could get out the money of 4 of these from just one of them. And so we thought, let's take that challenge on. Let's actually build a tool that serves you in your business. And if you want one of these and you want to pay for it, let's show you how to do that through proper use of some marketing skills, which is my forte. As you can tell, the bush is not even though the tool is fantastic. Hedge trimming is not my thing, but marketing is. So we're gonna touch bases again in the office and show you a couple of things on how, if you get one of these, you can turn it back into cash. So I've been having some fun out here. This has made quick work of the whole bush on the exterior, as you can tell. Almost couldn't go in without doing another bush. This undercut, I gotta say, has been bothering me for the last couple of years, and I've wanted to remove it. As you can tell, this is just old, dead. There's lots of it on the underside of the hedge here. And this DeWALT has just powered through it. It's powered through it better than I thought possible, and it's incredible. I don't see any damage to the edges at all. Like, it is just, it's good. There's yeah, there's a lot going on inside this undercarriage. I did find that when I'd get about 3 or 4 of these big thick ones going at the same time, that it had trouble powering through that much, which is totally to be expected. In fact, it's doing way better than I thought it would, but I want to demonstrate what that looks like when it locks up. So here we go. If you come in too fast and too hard, it'll actually just stop, even though the trigger is still engaged, because I got a lot of old, dead, brittle stuff, and if we're hitting 2 or 3, 4 of those at a time that are at the max, then it does struggle. But if I come in a little bit slower with this tool, right to that same area, there's one that's problematic. I'll take a couple runs at it. As you can tell, this is the one that just caused that issue. I caught it right at a knot, and it is the size of the capacity there. And so now obviously I've done 2 bushes here, so the battery might be experiencing some things as well, but that's still pretty doggone impressive. and still going strong. Definitely making quick work of this. There you can see it again, and actually get a close up here at what stopped that. So we've got, well, you saw it, there was one branch inside there, and you can see that that branch is pretty girthy. That did do a little bit of a nick there to the edge. So these are, and there's a little nick there too. These are pretty big and old and woody. And truthfully, I should have gotten to them much earlier, and I didn't. And that's more my fault than DeWALT's fault. These have scratched up my mower for years. I just haven't gotten around to it. I keep thinking somebody would come and offer me hedge trimming services. No one did. That's where the rest of this video is going to really start to make sense for you, because if you could do a job like this like I can, because this is pretty easy, stay tuned for the rest of this. I'll show you how to turn one of these tools, a small investment, into some capital for you. Before we wrap up, we're going to finish this hedge off. We're going to take care of those trees that have got little tillers coming out of them. Actually, let's just see how it does on those. Like butter, like butter. Now those are good things. These come out of this tree every year. These big burls are growing them, and it's always a process to trim them back. Harvesting that wood's going to be fun. Can't wait to see what we find inside that on the sawmill. But for now, we want to get those cleaned up. Looks like this will take care of that too. Not intended for that, but good enough, good enough. Let's have some more fun. Oh. This one is bigger than fits inside, and it's still just hammering through it. That's incredible. Unreal, unreal. Look at the size of that guy. And it's very green. So to accomplish that, that's pretty powerful, hey? DeWALT, good job. Good job, DeWALT. This tree is a very old Manitoba maple, and it has been sending these tillers out, these little additional branches, because it's kind of going rotten at the top for years. We actually need to trim this back and just harvest this whole wood, but each year we have to trim these off, and they keep growing. But this is the fastest way to get rid of those. Trim it up. You guys are probably thinking, why don't you just get the chainsaw? And yeah, we probably should for these little guys, but every time I use a chainsaw on something skinny like this, it bucks the chain, and then I end up replacing a chain. So this tool, I actually think this might be my preferred methodology. You know, on the hedge over there, all that old dried stuff, you can see that this struggled to get through it. But on this green stuff, it's just hammering. It just keeps hammering until it makes its way through. up pretty well for the winter. Now you could tell we live in an area with a lot of foot traffic because there's an old dried up brownie. Piece of cake. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not gonna eat it, but it was sitting on the tree. Somebody must have left it there hiding for later, but I don't think that's for me. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Couple of these little guys here. Yeah, I'm impressed. I better do one more tree just for kicks. Let's see how far this battery goes. You know, I think that this, doing these on the tree is a better demonstration of the power of this tool. I love this, and all these little projects I've been putting off, now I can get to because I got one of these. Okay, so I want to ask you, you've seen a couple of things here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 items trimmed in the yard, and we took down the flowers. It's fall. We took the flowers down and made those ready for winter, all in a matter of less than an hour. As a contractor, we'll wait for these cars to go by and you won't hear the road noise. As a contractor, if you were to trim 2 trees, 2 bushes, and flower bed down and spend an hour, what would you charge for that? And I'm gonna let you answer that because each one of you lives in a different location. But I can tell you as a consumer, for someone to come in and do that, I would have been happy to pay $100. I would have been happy to pay $100 to say, you wanna clean up the front yard for the winter? Let's go. Where's the $100? Hey, bud. And so I want you to pay attention to this. This tool cost me $200. Took me an hour. If I had 5 people willing to pay $100 to me tomorrow to come to their house and do this same thing, spent 5 hours doing it with the right tools, I could make much more than I spent on this tool in one day. So that's gonna be the next part of the video. We're gonna show you how to do that. Back inside, actually, it was time for some dinner, so put some steaks on. Grabbed out this little, you know, super pleased with this. This is an IKEA meat cleaver. And just pushed right through these steaks. As you can see, we got 2 steaks in there. I had to chop one up to make it fit in the pan and work really well. One of these steaks, the T-bone, is from Uncle Paul. He raises beef, and the other is from Costco. So we're gonna do a little cross comparison on the beef too while we're having some dinner here. We'll see what wins. Pretty sure it's gonna be Uncle Paul's T-bone, but Costco makes a pretty good cut. All right, so we just talked to you about the idea of taking a simple tool and turning it into cash. Let's talk to you about how that happens. We've actually been working on a formula. It's a very basic formula, but it's so funny. It's basic, but no one gets it or no one knows how to do it. So we did an in-step process, step-by-step 5-part formula. Part of it is figuring out what your logo looks like. Most of you probably already have that handled if you've got one, or if you're just starting out, then we've got some resources in our formula to help you get a logo. And then have a web presence and be found by people both by intention and also by ads. because of course I was waiting for someone to say, I trim hedges, right? And no one ever did. And so even if they had it, I don't know, like when I searched for hedge trimmers, it was ads that showed up from Home Depot. It was ads that showed up like that to encourage me to do my own thing because no one did it locally. So just want to share with you that the formula that we've got will bypass that and allow you to list your services if you want to do that out in the open marketplace. And it's surprising how easy it is when you follow the formula. It's 5 parts. First step is have a logo. Next steps have a web presence, and we go through in detail how to be listed on Google, how to use your social media to gain reach and following. We have some tools there to really help you in that. One of those tools is having a current website. And as a gift to you, we actually built a website that you can clone and have. And this is what it looks like. We've put a little mock placeholder logo there. And I should mention that this same format of website we've used for a variety of companies. And it has generated call after call after call for people on our services. And super pleased with its results. In fact, part of the test that we ran with it is we started a little side business just to see if it would work. And we ran the 5-part formula on it. And it's funny, it's not even what we want to do, but we ended up having so much work that I had to stop taking phone calls on it. And I know that's probably the wrong, and there's a lot of you out there like, please let that be my issue. So I'm hoping that we can make that your issue, that you have so much work and so many opportunities that you can start turning down phone calls. And if you follow the formula, we can help you get there and do that. And hopefully you have enough time in the day to handle the flow of sales that happen. So we've got this funnel, this sales funnel that you can basically clone. You have to add in your own before and after pictures to be authentic. And we'll show you how to do that when you subscribe. When you get this funnel and you get the formula, we've got a little path there. We'll send you some help tutorials to guide you through that as part of that process. But just know that we've built this for you. You put in your images, you change your name a little bit, and you put in your phone number. We'll show you how that when somebody fills this out, you get an email and it'll say, hey, this person is after information. And we'll even talk to you about how to get a custom email that's set up different than any other email so that you've got your business email separate. That's part of the formula as well. And then it just lands them on a thank you page. You get an email, you make the phone call, and you do your thing just like you do. And so it's a super simple sales process, but some of the businesses we've worked with in this have done $50,000 a month in jobs and not much overhead either. I mean, you've seen the kind of tools we're using to make this happen. So if you're interested in this, follow through. We've got a link to the formula page in the description. You're welcome to take a look at it. You're welcome to have some fun with that. You're welcome to get creative with it. We're giving you these things for free. And so hopefully you take the next step with us and dive in. It's going to be fun. For those of you that are wanting something a little bit more or wanting to do something with your tools and want to just experience business and earning your own money instead of earning someone else's money for them, this is a fun way of doing it. And we have found great passion in helping business owners win. Of course, you can check us out, purposedrivenresults.com. We've got a couple of things there that we've been working on and building. And of course, like and subscribe. If you've watched this far in the video, hopefully we've been entertaining, hopefully we've served you, and hopefully now you know a little bit more about the DeWALT Hedge Trimmer. It is a great tool, and it's fun to be able to get tools like that and then to put them into use in your business. So we wish you all the best, and like and subscribe, share the video. If you enjoyed it, if you thought something was funny, maybe it was the way that I trimmed that first bush, I don't know. Share the video.